Hey everybody, my name is Warwick and welcome to Warwick Reviews. Hope you're doing well. Today we're going to be checking out a really cool product which is a new and upgraded version of the Scimitar by Corsair, which is, and I'll show you here, there we go, little box here, the Scimitar Elite Wireless SE. And I'll say a big shout out to Corsair for sending us this product, really appreciate that. And also, thank you for watching or clicking on this video. My name is Warwick, and I don't just do reviews here, although I do stuff on Corsair products, on Elgato, and video games, much more, but also stream on Twitch, which is twitch.tv/Warwick, and you may find me on various socials where you may be. But like I said, we're going to check out this product, we're going to do a bit of an unboxing, and also show you what's inside and what it's all about. So let's begin. So we have the Corsair Scimitar Elite Wireless SE, which is the upgrade of the Scimitar mouse. I'm going to have it open inside. So nice little box, straight to the point, quite small because it is a mouse. It's got the yellow and black color scheme as Corsair is known for, and sort of designs and sort of showing off a little bits of about the mouse and sort of the main bits. So you've got 16 programmable buttons for serious MMO play, patented 12 button adjustable key slider, comfortably fits any hand size, and phenomenally precise 33,000 DPI Corsair Marksman 5 optical sensor. Got different languages just there. And also what's inside the pack. So you've got all the bits that you need. So let's have a look, shall we? And as always, you've got a QR code. So if you need any manuals or anything else, you can check out the information online. And there we are. Basic packaging. You don't really need much. It's a mouse. You've got the main bit there. So let's have a look. Slide that out. Get plastic out. And there is our mouse. So if you know Scimitar, you're very well of the design, sort of very staple piece of Corsair's products. And so you've got this design here. This one is in black, but with a bit yellow on the wheel. But there are other versions. So yes, you've got a bit where the sides on the yellow. And also there's the white version. So you get more options compared to the previous Scimitar. So you've got a nice design here for right-handed. You can see it fits very nice in my hand. And obviously you've got the patented sort of 12 button slider here. But let's take the plastic off at the bottom. Oh, that's very nice. So you got here. So you got all the features that you need. So off and on. Got a little dongle to use it for there, which is just there. Goes side and side there if you need it. You can also put USB to charge it and or use it as well if you prefer to be wired. Got a little switch at the bottom, so this is off and on. And you've got wireless or Bluetooth. And this is where you adjust this, move the slider. So it's in its default, but you can actually move it left and right if you need to. So you can position it exactly how you are with your hand. So there's that there. But yeah, nice little grip on the side as well. So put it down here. So there we go, just like that, which is quite nice. It's a nice little there, nice little clicks as well. The wheel clicks, and also you've got DPI option in the middle just there. And then we look in the box. So you've got charging wire, or if you prefer to be wired, you can have it wired as well. So there we go. So USB-C to USB, and you can plug that in wherever you need be, and I'll plug it into the mouse or just charge it. And then here's the key to be able to adjust the key slider. So there's the key. So we'll show you how it looks here. So a little bit just there. Loosen it. And then you can move the slider left and right. So basically you put your mouse, you can go, okay, where's my thumb? Actually let that go. And you can position it where you want. So if you go, you know what, I want it up here. Tighten it, done, and etc. So I'm going to keep it there. That's where my thumb is. And then it stays there. And you've got buttons 1 to 12, and every other row is raised. So even without looking, you can sort of tell which row you're at. So you know that's like, I'm not looking now, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. You got there here. But that's not all. So obviously this is the mouse, but there's some really cool features inside, which we'll show you now. So as you can see, I've got iCue system, and this is where you can basically bring out the best of your Corsair products and anything connected with it. So as you can see, Scimitar Elite Wireless is here. We're connected at the moment, so we'll click on that. And here you go, you got your mouse here. And so you've got a few features here. So if you are used to iCue, you're very much aware of these, but I will go through them anyway. So the first bit is lighting effects. So this is where iCue can be used to sort of basically connect your other Corsair products to have what you want. So at the moment, I have something called Lightning Link, which is like a rainbow effect. And it will have a rainbow effect with the mouse, but also that will connect with all the other products that I've got as well. So basically like in harmony. You can change it as well if you want to how you customize it. So if you want, you go, you know what, I want a static color, but I want different for both. So you can actually change both the side and the logo. So you can change the logo or the size just here. So with the logo, click on logo. You go, you know what, I want a red. I want a red logo. So logo's changed just there. And then you got the keys and you click on side. And you go, you know what, I'm going to go to yellow for the sides. So you can change the yellow there and change the logo to red or whatever. So you can go, you know what, logo red, keys different color, size different color, logo different color. You can do all sorts with it. You can do rainbow as well. So you can do different rainbow colors as well if you want to. You can change the speed, color shift. You can do sort of like a rain effect as well, color pulse as well. There's so much you can do. You can also play with so much. And again, like I said, you can change, even have them off if you want to. So you don't want all the colors distracting you. You can turn them off. For me, like I said, I do have Lightning Link on. So they're all connected with the keys. And then I can go in here and obviously change how I want things to look like just there. So you got lightning effect there. So key assignments. So what's different with this compared to the previous is you can actually have the key assignments route them to your Stream Deck. So Elgato work with Corsair and you can actually use their Stream Deck system to be able to program different things on your keys. You do have a key assignments through iCue, so you can't obviously rebind the left click, but you can change the middle clicks sort of how you want. So you can click on that and then sort of change it. Like I want middle one to do something else, text or media. So right click and the DPI toggle. Got middle there, right click is there, and DPI is there. And you can change side buttons, so you can click each one if you want to through iCue. So you know what, I want free to be media or something, so you can change that just for that. But the real sort of perk of the Scimitar Elite is through the Stream Deck system. So we open up the Stream Deck with Elgato, and as you can see, we have our mouse here. So one of the big benefits with this new Scimitar Elite is that you can actually customize it with integration. So if you know Stream Deck, you're very aware of these things, but I'll show you anyway. So you got these buttons here, which is on the side. So 1 to 12, you can actually assign different things to it. So for example, let's go say Discord. And I want to use number 1 here as a deafen or a mute button, and deafen is number 2. So when I'm playing around, I can just press 1. And as you can see, it mutes me in Discord. And then deafen, just like that. I can put, say, like OBS. I can put in like a virtual camera. And so I can press that and like my virtual camera if I wanted to. And you've got many things here. Twitch as well. I can either use it to like play a certain, like play an ad. So if I can put ad here and go, you know what, for 30 seconds on my account, I can be playing and go, you know what, I'm going to play a quick ad and press 4 and it will press it. I'm not connected. That's why it's not working, but I could press that and it will push an ad. There are so many things you can do with Stream Deck. So many, these are what I've got, but like you can have a website. So you could open up a particular website or browser. So you can just go, you know what, I'm going to have that there and then click it and it will open up the URL for you. So you can customize them how you want. You can have different profiles as well. So you can have one when you're, like say you're streaming or you're gaming. And also you can do all sorts with that. But that's not all. So you also have this, you can see, which is just there. You can also have this sort of floating around if you want to. We'll turn that off. You also have this, which is just here. So there are 12 buttons on the side, but sometimes you may need more. So this is where the virtual device comes in. So you've got these, you've got various different settings. Obviously, I've got quite a bit of Elgato equipment as well. Add virtual device. So here's your virtual device. So let's call it configure. So rename Final Fantasy, for example, if you're playing the Final Fantasy 14. So you're Final Fantasy 14. So this is where you can actually put in sort of like hotkeys or hotkey switches or basically any sort of key inputs for your game. So say like, let's go to key, hotkey, and you can assign it. So let's go Control D. So that'd be Control D. That might be something in your game. So you got that there, and you can have different profiles as well if you want to. So you can have this one, and again, you can do something else like key switch for something else. And you've got these different ones here. And what's great about this is you can actually have it so actually you can find it quickly. So we go to configure. So you got the here, you got display, always display, so you can have that off or on if you want to display it or not. lock position, so that will lock it in place. So if you are playing a game and you go, you know what, I've got a screen, I want it always there so I know what I'm on, you can lock it. And shortcut. So this is where you got a shortcut here, so you can actually change it over. So let's change the default one. Let's go Control S, for example. So we've got that there, and then we'll go to Virtual Stream Deck 2. We'll configure that, and that'd be Control F. And so what you've got here, you've got these different ones here, and by the shortcut, you can actually change. So you might have, for example, like Final Fantasy game, you might be wanting like keystrokes to activate potions or something on here. And this one, like weapons. And so rather than having just 12 buttons to play around with, you can technically have more. So you can be doing all your sorts, everything else as you're doing. And then as you go, oh, I'm now going to weapons. So Control F, and then it will go towards this one, or Control S, what we put for this one. So really, really cool. And again, you can have it big or small as you want. So if you want as many buttons here, so you can 8 by 8, which is a lot of numbers. You can hide the empty keys, so you can just show which ones you're using. Got these here, so if you really wanted to, you can have a huge amount of buttons here, and each one could do its own thing. So your hotkey, you can do different hotkeys, and you can sort of change the images on it and stuff, so you sort of know what's what, which is really, really cool. And key sizes as well, so you can actually change how big you want the key. So if you have got other screens and you want it really big, you can see it on your screen. Also see through as well, and even a frame color. So if you go, you know what? Let's move that here. So I want purple. There you go. Let's make it a bit smaller because I can't see what I'm doing. But yeah, so you got that there, and then you got these keys here. So what, like I said, what's really cool is you have these shortcuts. So you do have the 12 buttons, which always stay there, so you can still use this as per usual. So you can like your main 12. But then if you are playing certain games, you can have these virtual stream decks where you go, you know what, I'm going to have this one as 5 by 5 or 5 by 3, like that, for example. So you can have that in the corner there. And then you go, okay, this is going to be for my gaming for MMOs like World of Warcraft or Final Fantasy, or even like games like sort of like Doom's that's just come at Dark Ages, where you can have it, where you can have these like quick sort of these keys or these things happen for the game. And so all you got to do is just basically bind a shortcut to it so you can get to it, use that shortcut, and then you got those keys to your advantage, basically, which is really cool. So you can like these keys here, and again, customize how you want, how they look. You don't have to have them shown if you don't want to. Yeah, so we get off that for now. So that's just there. But you can also sign them through here. So if you want like side button like 3, for example, you can sort of go to new assignment and have like sort of text or media. Quite basic stuff. There is a lot more in Stream Deck, but there is some options here where you can sort of assign to each key if you want to. DPI, you got various different stages, so there's a huge amount of options with here. So you got these different stages here, and so at the moment we're on stage 3, and if I press the DPI button, it will change it. So you can sort of see just there. So as you can see, it's sort of moves slower and then quicker and quicker and quicker and quicker. What's great as well, though, you aren't confined to just these 5. You can actually fine tune. So you know what, this one's too small, I'm never going to use it. I want it to be 26, for example, you know, that one. So you go here, so it's something like tiny bit of movement, it's like it's shooting all the way, you know. So you can have it exactly how you want, however you work, how you play as well. I'll put it there so I know where my mouse is. And obviously different colors as well. You can change the colors as well if you want to. Preference, you can change it exactly. Even sniper as well, you can reset to default, so if you messed around. And you also have different profiles or presets. So you can have like certain ones that, okay, I need ones for like first person shooter or for editing. And so you want certain like speeds for your DPI. So you can customize that just there. And the surface calibration, it's a really cool feature. So you grab the icon and drag your mouse in a spiral with a constant speed. And this basically will calibrate to your sort of mouse area. So you may not have a mouse pad, or you may just have a desk or be some or anything. So this basically, you hold this and you just spiral it. And you do this and it processes it and even tells you you're doing great, which is really nice to know. So you watch the speed on, so the speed of the mouse should be in the optimal zone. So you keep doing this. So you basically, as you can see with the green arrow or that arrow in the green, keep it like there. So it will calibrate sort of your surface with your DPI. So we'll do that until it's done. yeah, so there we go. Calibration process is complete. Your mouse is now adjusted to your surface. So it's now adjusted to it. So if there's might be any sort of friction from anything that you might be using, sort of surface that you're using, this will help with that. So there we go. So quite cool features in here. But yeah, back to me. So that was the Scimitar Elite Wireless SE. And again, a big shout out to Corsair for sending us this product. Really appreciate that. And yeah, a really great piece of kit. I've actually been using Scimitar for a while now. I've actually been one of my first mouses from Corsair. So to see the Elite come out sort of basically improve in every way is amazing. One of my issues with the previous one was I wasn't able to customize it with the Stream Deck, so now I can actually do that on top of the virtual Stream Deck as well. So there's honestly an endless amount of keys to disposal to play exactly how you want. Not just that, but also you got different colors. So you actually got the standard like black with a bit of yellow. You got actually got a yellow sort of side and black, but also white. So it's nice to see Corsair sort of branch out a bit more color variation, which is great. You got the patented key slider, so you can move the keys how you want to position exactly your comfort level. Spoke about sort of virtual Stream Deck, spoke about the 16 fully customizable buttons. It's got an upgraded 33,000 sensor, so it will really work in under pressure in like video games or anything that you work on. You can connect it with the Slipstream wireless, so you can actually have it with the same dongle, which is great. So if you haven't got many USB slots to hand, you can use this the Slipstream to help sort of have it all in one. And also, even if you don't use the iCue system or the RGB lighting, you can get up to 500 hours with the mouse via Bluetooth. So huge amount of options, huge amount of improvements with this mouse as well. And it's also, as all Corsair products have been thoroughly tested, and this will give you durable 100 million click optimal switches, which is pretty cool. So you know that this mouse will last you for a long, long time. But yeah, that's it. And again, massive shout out to Corsair for sending us the product, and a massive shout out to you for watching. I really appreciate that. So my name is Warwick, and I don't just do reviews on here, although I do a lot on Corsair products, on Elgato, also on video games, but also on Twitch, twitch.tv/Warwick, and also socials where you may be. But thank you so much for watching. Please take care, and we'll see you very soon. Bye-bye.